Gemini, welcome to Star Tarot. If you are returning back to my channel, I do want to thank you for returning and visiting me again. I do appreciate all of you that took the time to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you are new to my channel, also thank you for tuning in. I welcome you to get some further insight into your situation. You do need to know that this reading here could not possibly resonate to everyone, and that's fine. So just pick up what I'm putting down that does and simply leave the rest. The other thing you're going to want to consider is that time is fluid. So some of these situations may have already began, and some of these situations may start to happen at the end of this month and flow into the first parts of November. So, those are the things that you're always going to want to keep in mind. And I am just so excited to get right into your reading. So, here we go, Gemini. Okay, just making sure I have everything I need here. All right. So, this is reading your partner. This is what we're doing today. We're going to read your partner. So, in this, we're going to kind of see what's going on with them and their life and their mind. And then we're going to take a look at how they are perceiving you, what outcome they would like to see when it comes to you and them, how they actually feel about you. And then we'll do some clarification with my Romance Angels Love Oracle deck to see what is the possibilities between you and this individual. All right. So, just to begin here, your partner or love interest, and always keep in mind that you may be in union with this person, you may be separated from this person, but I'm going to call them your partner. So just know that doesn't necessarily mean that you are in union with them. I may say love interest or partner, just however it resonates to you. This individual, your partner or your love interest, is definitely thinking about making a new beginning, a new start in their life at this point in time with the Ace of Wands. Now, for a lot of times, this might be something creative, but this really does speak to all aspects of life. So they definitely have a new beginning on their mind, okay? Now, when we look at what is crossing or complementing them at this time, when it comes to this new beginning, the Devil card lets me know that they are definitely being crossed by this Devil energy, which simply means that there is some codependency issues. Maybe the individual that you are interested in, they are attached to another toxic or karmic relationship or situation. They may be struggling with some addictions. This could be, gambling, drinking, smoking, sex addictions. Maybe this individual feels like they are in a toxic situation with other individuals, some type of codependency, mental codependency. So, a lot of times, if you feel like you are connected to someone in a way that's unhealthy, is what I'm trying to say. This could be a parent, this could be a friend, this could be, a love partner, but there definitely is an energy of temptation, manipulation, feeling stuck. So, when I went to go ahead and clarify specifically what we're looking at here, we got the Eight of Cups out of this new deck that I just absolutely adore. A really dear friend of mine purchased these cards for me as a gift because she knows that I love them. I do love them because they do have a lot of surreal images, and I do love surreal artwork. But most importantly, I love these cards because this is not your traditional tarot deck. This deck definitely gets into the heart of the matter. So, this is Nicoletta Chakotay Tarot deck. So, if you're interested in purchasing this, I really, really do recommend it. But to clarify this devil energy with the Eight of Cups here, this card symbolizes emotional upset that is keeping you or them basically away from meaningful progress. So this individual wants to move on, but this devil energy is keeping them emotionally upset, and it is stifling out their progress to move forward. Now, there might be some resentments and pain that is associated with this toxic situation. Like I said, this could be their own mental depressions or visions or inner turmoil when it comes to life, feeling blocked like they can't move forward, or these emotions could be attached to another individual. Now, the other card that came out as a clarifier was this Seven of Discs. And it says, take your time to create something you can be proud of. So, this individual definitely, when we talked about new beginnings with the Ace of Swords here, or Wands here, when I said creative energy, this individual wants to create something that they can be proud of, something that they can say, I achieved this. But they're going to need patience, and they're going to need to, you know, pay special attention to detail. They're going to need to plan ahead, and they're going to need perseverance. Now, all of that is true, especially if you feel led by this energy. You know, you want this new beginning. This is what they're wanting, Gemini. They want this new beginning, but they're held back by this toxic situation. And so these two cards to me, in clarification, amazingly enough, mirror each other. If you look at the image of the first card, this individual, the bottom of her skirt is caged in, there's birds flying all around. This person definitely feels held back in some sort of way. Now, this individual here has several different legs of creativity, you know, and they need to use all of these legs in order to get these projects or progress going. So I feel like these two cards literally have mirrored each other and let me know that this is an emotional inner turmoil that is attached to themselves or attached to another person that is not allowing them to move forward. All right. So the thing about this is that your love interest or partner knows what they need to do. As the high priestess, you always know what it's going to take in order to move forward, get something to happen, that sort of thing. So they know what they need to do, and they're going to need strength to do this. I mean, this reading was so crystal clear. I don't even know why I would need to clarify some of these things, and I almost didn't, but I did want to get a little bit more of the meat and potatoes of what I could already see clearly. But when this came out as what would be needed in order to get this person to move forward, I mean, it just made sense. This person is going to need strength. Use their intuition, use their strength. So we're looking at the past just to see what is the full scope of this situation with this person. So this person, yes, they want a new beginning, they know what to do, they know they need strength. But a lot of times we do need to visit the past. What has caused this person to behave the way that they do now and feel that the way that they do now? And so we have to look at the past, we have to look at the present, and we have to look at the future. So in looking at the past for this individual, they were the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is Aries, Taurus, so you might be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. I don't really like to give the cards too much notary when it comes to signs, but if I feel compelled to clarify that for someone and Spirit says, you know, give this information, I will. So even if it's not an Aries or a Taurus that you're dealing with, just know that they could have some elements that resemble an Aries or Taurus. But this certainly could be anyone, and it could be male or female. Now, with the King of Pentacles, this is someone that is very generous. You know, they might have it all. They might have a, you know, a giving heart, and whatever they have, they're willing to, you know, give to another individual. Now, that is fine and dandy, but with the King of Pentacles also came out the Page of Swords. So this individual definitely in the past had two parts to them. They may be what I call double minded. So the King of Pentacles is someone that, yes, is very generous, but they also deep down feel more empowered when they are in a relationship. So this individual may have in the past felt like they needed to be in a relationship, they needed to be the supporter, they needed to be the giver. And sometimes, if we're looking at this as a man's standpoint, I've talked about this before, a lot of men feel this way, right? This is how society sees them. You have to be the supporter. You have to be able to provide for your family. You should be married by this certain point and be able to take care of that family and carry that family through, And so, if this is a woman that we're talking about, that could also be true because there is a lot of women that are expected to be the person that can, nurture the family. They should be married. They should be in a relationship. And so this to me, although this is a generous man, this also says to me, especially in this reading, that this is something that was in their mind in their past and could possibly have made them feel as if they were more of a valued individual if they gave, if they did support, if they did have the family. Now, the other side of them is the Page of Swords. Now, the problem with this coming out together is that the Page of Swords tends to be someone that is younger. Now, if this person wasn't younger as far as age, they might have been young as far as a free care, young spirit mentally. But with this coming out together, this is two different individuals because the King of Pentacles seems more mature, ready to settle down, where the Page of Swords is the type of person that is still young, doesn't use their full intelligence sometimes. They can be a little bit on the rebel side of things. So, what I'm getting from this is that in the past, this individual may have been portraying to be this King of Pentacles and had another side of them that was still young, still out here trying to be a free spirit. And the Page of Swords also, while they're out there in the world, just exploring, experimenting, not using their best judgment, most times, they are not thinking about the other individuals that could be affected by this behavior. So, what I'm seeing here is that in the past, this person you were dealing with had two different sides of them. Now, moving forward into the future here, the near future, this individual definitely now gets it. And I think this is why they are yearning so hard for this new beginning. Now, the Two of Wands is definitely someone that is. Now, the Two of Wands, what I love about this is someone that is definitely planning. Um, but to me, this card means so much. So, in the traditional tarot image, there was a man standing there. He was holding two different wands. Well, actually, one wand was kind of fixed standing beside him. He was holding on to one, and then with his other hand, he was holding the world. So it was like he was planning to take on the world. He was planning to move forward. And we're talking about travel. We're talking about, just proving their worth in the world. Now, I always look at this as, in this particular deck, the Crystal Vision deck, this individual is definitely planning to move forward. But it's almost like they are looking forward if you look at it from one angle, but they could also, depends on how you perceive it, they could also be looking back as to say, I don't want the past to follow me. I just want to be able to move forward. They're planning on moving forward, but they want to make sure that there is nothing that could possibly hold them back. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that they now know that they need to move forward, and there's nothing that they want to cling to them anymore, like with the devil energy. Now, the Tower did come out with this Two of Wands, and the Tower to me is a beautiful card in so many ways. A lot of people think that the Death card and the Tower card are very detrimental, very scary cards, but they both say something beautiful, because once something dies or once something crashes and burns, there does need to be a rebuild, and that's what we're talking about with the Tower. So with the Tower, this is inevitable change. So this person wanting to move forward and making the attempts to move forward, and you got to also consider the Two of Wands. He or she is definitely holding on to two possibilities: moving forward or hanging back, and in the Two of Wands, we do talk about this. Some of the tarot readers say, well, maybe there's two decisions between two different people. Well, the way that I see it is that could be a possibility, but to me, it's like, which way do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? And so with the Tower is here to swoop in when you cannot make a decision. This is not up to you. If you take too long, if you try to make the wrong decision, this is the universe. This is God. This is like, nope, you chose the wrong door, or you slept, you snoozed, now you lose. Now we have to start all over. So this is definitely like the reset button. So there is going to be a Tower moment for this individual, and this is what needs to happen for change. Now, the only thing is that I do feel like this individual knows that they need to move forward, yearns to move forward, but they're not expecting this type of change. I think something is going to happen here to push them forward into the change, because this person is kind of standing there still kind of like, you know what, I am planning to move forward, but they're not moving forward in action wise. They're standing there, they're making the conscious decision to do it, but they're not doing it. But the Tower is, you know what, you're going to get some gone. And we're going to push you to the point where you have no choice. So this is what is in the near future for your partner slash love interest. Now, when we're looking at what they mentally think could be the possible outcome for the two of you, is the Six of Pentacles. So this individual, regardless if you are in union or not, this individual feels like they could have it all with you. This is, the 10. This is having it all. This is the house, and not just the house, the nice house, the money, the nice car. Like, they see luxury, they see prosperity, they see having it all with you as a possible outcome. Now, when we're talking about what is the hopes or fears, they're hoping that with you, Gemini, that there will be some success in completion. So I do think that they are wanting this new beginning to be with you, because this is definitely, and that's why I do it separate. I need to know what's going on with them, and I need to know what's going on, how they're perceiving you, because sometimes it could be too many things. Sometimes this person can't get to you because they have too much going on over here, or they're not even having love on their mind because they're focusing on other things. But to me, their focus is to start a new beginning with you, and their hope is that there will be this union to where you two can be together and you guys can build. And this is like the be together card. This is just like, we have finally gotten it together. We're going to be together. We're going to build. Maybe we don't have it all, but we're going to have it all. We're going to build this together. So this is their hopes. Okay. Now, the outside influence here is the Two of Cups, which is really not, Okay, so there's two case scenarios. So for some of you, the Two of Cups is because this person does believe that you are their soulmate. You are the one that they want to build with. So this is what is influencing them to want to make this new change. Now, for some of you, your individual already has some type of connection with someone, and this is what the outside influence. But for the majority of you, the outside influence is that they know that you are the person that they want to share their cup with. Okay? Now, the Six of Pentacles is how they see you. Okay? So, with the Six of Pentacles, they see this as a give and take situation. They feel like, if they were with you, there would be some give and take. There would be, a lot of prosperity together. Now, I did want to clarify, let's see here. Oh, yes. I do want to go ahead, and I keep doing this because my little altar here, I move things around and I just get so in depth with this. I do want to go back to this tower because I did clarify a little bit deeper with that tower. And before I clarify the Six of Pentacles, we are going to go back and clarify this tower because this tower moment is definitely coming. All right, so when we're looking at, let's go back here. Yes, so when I clarified the tower, because like I said, this is inevitable for this to happen. The reason why this is happening is because there is someone that is dominating this situation. And this person needs to get under control. Their anger and their impulsiveness has caused this tower moment. So this is either them being super impulsive, and maybe this is from their past, or maybe they're getting super angry because they want to get out of this toxic situation mentally or physically, and there is a lot of anger and a lot of impulsive behavior at this time. But the tower is like, okay, clean slate. There's too much going on here. So I did want to go back and clarify that this person right now may have a lot of anger or impulsive behavior right now because the tower is slowly coming down. A lot of times people think that the tower is going to crash and burn quickly, but sometimes it starts with one or two little cracks, and then a few pebbles come down, and then wall by wall. So if you are dealing with this partner and you're starting to see where there is a little bit of impulsive behavior or maybe even some bouts of anger, just know that the tower moment is coming. But that is what is going to be needed in order for them to move forward. Now, they could also be possibly dealing with someone that is a toxic individual in their life, and they are being exposed to a lot of impulsive and anger coming towards them. And this is why they are definitely going to move forward, because this person in their life is going to be completely out of control. All right. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, they do feel like you are going to be someone, or have been someone, that is really supportive, but they do feel like there could be some give and take between the two of you. Now, this card here, I did want to go ahead and clarify a little bit more, and I didn't know why I would want to clarify this, but when I did, there is something that you do need to be aware of, Gemini, because this card definitely speaks of having some secret power pertaining to getting what you want. So this person definitely knows that this is what they want. So they could honestly be working on something that you don't even know about secretly, because they want what they want. I mean, if you look at this image, it's almost as if, this is really sweet. It's probably too sweet, but she doesn't care. She wants what she wants, and she is literally going to have her cake and eat it too. So just be aware that this person is going to do what it takes to get back to you. Now it'll be up to you to decide if you're willing to deal with, this toxicity, this tower moment. But we are going to get some love advice for you specifically and this individual that you are dealing with. What is the love advice for Gemini and their partner? Please, Spirit, give us the eyes to see and the knowledge to know. And we thank you so much in love and light. What is it that we need to see and to know pertaining to this situation? All right, so when we're looking, it says that you need to let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Absolutely, because what I am feeling here is that if there is a lot of toxic energy and this devil energy or this tower moment happening, you want to steer clear. You wouldn't want to be standing there when you knew that, the devil was coming, and you damn sure wouldn't want to stand up against a building that you saw that was on fire, right? So you definitely need to let this person have some space and not try to control the situation, and really allow this person to cut loose internally, mentally, physically, from whatever it is that is holding them back. Right. And getting to know each other. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay? And this bond here is what they're talking about. All right? So once this person gets everything cleared out, then you guys can really get to know each other. You guys can talk about what has been going on here. Now, again, this is definitely up to you. You want to use your own discernment as to if you want to move forward with this person or if you want to walk away. But if you are interested, in getting some more insight and seeing, what the possibilities are from here, definitely check out the information down below. We'll do a personal reading, and I'm going to leave it here for you, Gemini. I think that you all know what to do as well. Your partner knows what to do. So I'm leaving it up to you guys to, comment and let me know where you're at. If this resonates with you, if you like this, please share it, like it, subscribe, all of that good stuff. So I will be returning at the end of the month. I think around Halloween, I'm going to do a reading, something like messages from the other side, messages from the spirit. I like to do those sort of readings. So look out for that if you're interested. If I don't see you then I'll definitely see you in November, Gemini. Take care. Until then, in love and light.